Friends and families, welcome to the Cal State Long Beach College of Liberal Arts Commencement Ceremony. Let me direct your attention to the display screen nearest you, where you can catch a glimpse of your favorite graduate as they enter the venue. And now let's get ready to welcome the College of Liberal Arts graduating class of 2026.
Friends and family, if you're ready for the class of 2026, keep that energy up and count it down with me, starting from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Graduates and guests, joining us this evening to recognize and honor our history-making graduating class of 2026 are the following distinguished guests and leaders from our college and university. Nancy Martin, Chair, Department of Sociology. Chi-Ah Chun, Associate Dean, College of Liberal Arts. Donna Nickel, Associate Dean, College of Liberal Arts. Dan O'Connor, Dean, College of Liberal Arts. Dushi Sathyanathan, Vice Provost, Academic Planning. Jeff Cook, Chief Communications Officer. Chris Fowler, Chief of Staff. Dr. Brian Jackson, Interim Vice President, Information Technology. Daniel Montoya, Vice President, University Relations and Development. Scott Appel, Vice President, Administration and Finance. Dr. Beth Lesson, Vice President, Student Affairs. Dr. Karen Sissom-Gunn, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs. Andrew Jones, former President. And Dr. Lauren Blanchard, CSULB President. In 2018, the university adopted a new alma mater with lyrics by Christian Valdez and music by Kyle Gabriel, composed when both were students in the Bob Cole Conservatory of Music. To sing it for you this evening, please welcome Alyssa Curiel.
Home to scholars, artists, dreamers, all are welcome here. Maker of tomorrow's leaders, now and through the years. Love for all that came before us, in our hearts we hold. Always honor, truth and justice, always black and gold. Rise and innovate forever, ever higher reach. All our lives we shall remember beautiful Long Beach.
Good graduation evening, Long Beach. Buenas tardes a todos. President Blanchard, honored guests, members of the faculty, relatives and friends of the graduates, and class of 2026. I welcome you to the 76th annual celebration of California State University, Long Beach. I'm Dan O'Connor, Dean of the biggest and no doubt the best college at Cal State Long Beach, the College of Liberal Arts. As we begin our ceremony today, I would like to acknowledge the Tongva Gabrieleño and the Ahachimen Juaneño nations as the original stewards and traditional caretakers of the land where Cal State Long Beach is located. It is an honor to work at Pavungna, a sacred gathering place to the Tongva and other Southern California Indian peoples. We recognize the Tongva and Ahachimen nations and their spiritual connection as the first stewards and the traditional caretakers of this land. We thank them for their strength, perseverance, and resistance. Thank you. The College of Liberal Arts, or as we like to say, the CLA, offers a multitude of majors, minors, and certificates. We have hundreds of faculty members and staff who are here to support our almost 10,000 students. Yes, you can believe it in the back, 10,000 students. I told you we are big. You, our students, are at the center of everything we do, and I'm delighted to be here to honor you today, the almost 2,700 graduating CLA students as part of the class of 2026. Let's hear it. I wish our gathering here today was one more in number. I would like to recognize the accomplishments of a student who will be awarded a posthumous degree today. Jerry Hernandez will receive a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. His family is here with us today as we honor him and recognize his hard work and the hard work of all our CLA graduates. His family would like to express the following, quote, "Today we honor and celebrate Jerry for the heart, dedication, and the intention brought to his studies and the future he was building. He believed in using his gifts to serve others, and his legacy continues to inspire that same spirit. Our condolences to the Hernandez family, and we celebrate Jerry together." Thank you. I know today is a monumental day for everyone, for all of you students in the stands and everyone who helped you get to this stage today, where soon you will hear your names as you become Cal State Long Beach's newest graduates. We've all had support from friends, family, faculty, mentors, and so many more. If you have someone to thank, shout it out. I encourage you by the end of the day, or even the end of this ceremony, to thank someone who helped you get here. Post your appreciation on social media. Pick up the phone and give them a call, an actual phone call with a human being who talks back to you when you talk to them. Those are phone calls. Tweet it, snap it, TikTok it, or go really old school and send them a thank you card to someone who couldn't be here today. Share this day, share this achievement, share your story, and share your gratitude with those who helped you reach this moment. We are all here to celebrate you. Graduates, you have earned your degree in the liberal arts tradition, a tradition that values critical thinking, centers diverse perspectives, and fosters effective communication, ethical judgment, and decision-making, and empathy. You have done internships, you have traveled abroad and learned languages, you have joined clubs and served your communities. You have worked on projects in classrooms, labs, and beyond with your professors and peers. When you are asked, what does one do with a liberal arts degree? Please answer, anything I want. Liberal arts majors become teachers, business owners, psychologists, pilots, I wonder where psychology is sitting tonight. I'm not going to have to wonder where sociology is sitting tonight. That's right. But I digress. Liberal arts majors become pilots, poets, counselors, social workers, researchers, lawyers, politicians, and you better believe it, community activists. Some even become professors and college deans. Woohoo! You've made the most of your time at Cal State Long Beach as students, and we believe that you will make our society better as graduates. We are proud to send you out into the world as the new ambassadors of the College of Liberal Arts, and we are so excited to see what you do next. I would now like to welcome to the podium our former president, Andrew Jones.
Good evening, graduates of the class of 2026. Today is a big day. I want to make sure I have your attention because I have an important question to ask all of you. Are you ready to graduate tonight? Great, that's the answer I was looking for. And welcome and good evening, families, friends, faculty, staff, and everyone who showed up this evening to honor and support these amazing graduates. I have a question for all of you as well. Are you ready for them to graduate tonight? Outstanding, great. I will take that as a yes, and I'm glad that you're ready, and you should be proud too, because I know that many of you have been right alongside these amazing graduates on this journey. Graduates, many years ago, I sat right where you're sitting right now. Well, actually, it was over in the upper quad, but otherwise, I was sitting in exactly the same place that you are today. Just another hopeful graduating student at the beach, wondering where life would take me. At that time, I could not possibly have imagined the path that lay ahead, or that one day I would return here to serve this university as the first alum to occupy the president's office. Thank you. When I arrived here as a student, I was full of possibility, but not yet certain where my path would lead. No one in my family had been to college, and I didn't know how to navigate the system. But like so many of you, I found mentors here. I found opportunity here. And I found a community that believed in what students from the beach could accomplish. In so many ways, this university gave me my start. That's why it's been such an honor to serve this past academic year as president. But today, the title I am most proud to hold is the one that I now share with all of you. And that title is Graduate of California State University, Long Beach. Graduates, as of today, you joined a remarkable community of almost 500,000 alumni around the world. You leave this campus not only with a degree, but with a lifelong connection to this institution and to one another. Being an alum of the beach is something special. It represents resilience, opportunity, and the belief that education can change the course of lives, not just for individuals, but for families and entire communities. So wherever life takes you next, always remember, take the beach with you. Take the work ethic you built here. Take the curiosity that brought you here. Take the belief that opportunity should be expanded for others, not just for ourselves. And if there's one thing I hope you carry forward from your time here, it's this. The spirit of the beach does not stay on this campus. It travels with you into the world. Today is not the end of your relationship with this university. In many ways, it's just the beginning. Stay connected to the beach. Come back. Mentor students. Give back when you can. Support the next generation. Because the beach will always be a part of you. To many people, the world today can feel uncertain. But moments like today remind us why the future still holds so much promise. And the future looks brighter today because graduates of the beach are entering it. So graduates, go apply what you've learned. Go use your talents to lift others. Go build careers that matter and lives that make a difference. Go strengthen your connections to this place that helps shape you. Congratulations, class of 2026. Go make your mark on the world and go beach. And now I have the distinct pleasure of introducing a longtime colleague and friend. I have known Dr. Lauren Blanchard for many years and have had the pleasure of working with him in the CSU system. He is a thoughtful leader, a person of deep integrity, and someone who understands the power of public higher education to transform lives. I know this university has a bright future and is in excellent hands with him at the helm. Ladies and gentlemen, the 8th president of California State University, Long Beach, Dr. Lauren Blanchard.
Thank you so much, President Jones, for your encouraging remarks and for your steady and reliable leadership this past year. Good evening, distinguished faculty and staff, members of the Platform Party, proud family and friends, and most importantly, graduates of the class of 2026. Today truly is a momentous day in your educational career. Obtaining a degree from Cal State Long Beach signals to the broader society that you are ready to lead, ready to engage, and ready to contribute significantly to the public good. The commencement ceremony is far more than a conferral of a hard-won honor. It is an announcement of your limitless potential. You now carry the knowledge, skills, judgments, and responsibilities honed here at the beach. These attributes will take you to places you cannot even fathom, places in which you will rise as a leader and rise as an agent of change. As you progress into and through your career, remember the faculty and staff who guided you, and give thanks to the family, friends, mentors who sustained you. In their honor, remember to lift others as you have indeed been lifted. Help someone else to accomplish their dreams. You are now an alumnus of California State University, Long Beach. And with that distinction, your circle of influence is larger than ever. Doors will open for you and opportunities will be presented to you. Take them, revel in your triumph, see where your limitless potential will bring you. Graduates, you have my sincerest congratulations on achieving this milestone this evening, and I wish you the absolute best in your future endeavors. And as always, go Beach!
Good evening. I am Donna Nickel, Associate Dean in the College of Liberal Arts. As someone who proudly earned a master's degree from the beach 27 years ago, it is my great honor to announce this year's Master's Award winners. We would like to begin by recognizing this year's 2026 Dean's List of graduating master's students, university scholars, and artists. The Dean's List is limited to only 1% of students pursuing a master's degree in our college. A nominee must show evidence of truly distinguished academic achievement in their chosen field. Please join me in congratulating the following students who have achieved this extraordinary distinction. From psychology, Anna Vladislava Feyesh. From anthropology, Olivia Marie Romero. From political science, Tatep Ruwang Prepai Kitsuri. From English, J. Jasmine Safri. And from linguistics, Josue William Valente. Congratulations to these extraordinary scholars and to the dedicated faculty who mentored them. With the winners, please stand if you are able and be recognized. Anna? Well, congratulations. And now we recognize this year's recipients of the Best Master's Thesis Award. They are Lisa Den Nguyen in Applied Anthropology, Her thesis was entitled Longing for Home, Navigating the Complexities of Homelessness in Little Saigon's Vietnamese Diaspora. Next was Deborah Lorraine Sanchez in linguistics. Her project entitled Indigenous Wellness, Resistance and Language Reclamation in the Wake of Colonization and Settler Colonialism, a Smoothwich case study. Congratulations to these award winners and congratulations to the class of 2026.
Good evening, everyone. I am Chia Chun, Associate Dean of the College of Liberal Arts. I am pleased to join Dean O'Connor and Associate Dean Nickel in congratulating all of today's psychology and sociology graduates and their families. We're honored to recognize our 2026 Outstanding Baccalaureates for the College of Liberal Arts tonight. They are Alyssa Agudelo from Comparative World Literature and Sociology. Daria Abbasi Jafarinejad from English. And Melanie Michelle Sandoval from Anthropology and Chicano and Latino Studies. Would Alyssa please stand to be recognized if you're present, and would the audience please join me in congratulating her? Is Alyssa? All right, okay. Thank you, and have a good evening.
Graduates, we have reached your moment. We're pleased to invite to the podium Dr. Karen Sissom-Gunn, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, who will present the candidates for master's degrees.
Good evening, Beach family and friends. Good evening. Let's make this official. It's now time to present the candidates for conferral of the master's degree. Will the candidates for the master's degree please stand if you're able? We will give them a minute to assemble at the stairs because we've got one official step. President Blanchard, these candidates have satisfactorily completed all requirements for their respective degrees and have been approved by the faculty to receive their degrees.
Graduates, you have been recommended to me by the Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs and by your Dean and your distinguished faculty. Therefore, by the authority vested in me by the Chancellor and the Board of Trustees of the California State University, I confer upon each of you who has fulfilled the requirements the appropriate master's degree with all rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Joshua Diaz.
Vanessa Teresa Wynn. Rachel A. Kuhn.
Balana Roxanne Herrera.
Andrew Alfaro Arevalo. Samuel Esteban Mercado. Caleb Adam Cohen. Giovanna Pineda. Anna Gabriela Perez.
Amatullah Munawer Hussein.
Salma Mehiaddin Alele. Catherine Elizabeth O'Neill.
Kelsey Nicole Johns.
Mark Ortiz Payne.
I'm told that's it. Good night, everyone. We're good. Oh, bachelor's degrees. That's right. It is my honor at this time to present the candidates for the conferral of the bachelor degree. Will the candidates for the bachelor's degree please stand if you are able? President Blanchard. These candidates have satisfactorily completed all the requirements for their respective degrees and have been approved by the faculty to receive their degrees.
Graduates, you have been recommended to me by the Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, by your Dean, and by your distinguished faculty. Therefore, by the authority vested in me by the Chancellor and the Board of Trustees of California State University, I confer upon each of you who has fulfilled the requirements the appropriate bachelor's degrees with all rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Baccalaureate graduates, you may now move your tassel to the left side of your cap. This signifies completion of your undergraduate degree from California State University, Long Beach.
Jason Dito.
Angel Antonio de la Rosa.
Esperanza Sanabria. Victor J. Salas.
Kaylee Taylor Marshall. Jennifer Marie Ruiz. Jacqueline Christine Burbank. Amy Elizabeth Chacon Barahona. Jimena Alonso.
Ana Gabriela Lopez. Alexia Herrera.
Erica Itzel Sanchez.
Jessica Marie Costa. Carolina Bautista. Ramses Alejandro Rodriguez. Joshua Carrillo. Mark Chavez.
Christopher Michael LaCroix.
Kevin Alexander Palacios. Kaylee May Chang. Erica Andrea Duran. Marlene Esmeralda Ramirez. Mariam A. Beshi. Marlon Eshak Anais.
Keita Ikeda.
Alexandria Pajales.
David Lewis Raymond Garcia.
Eric Bazan.
Manuel Eliseo Garay.
Veronica Lizette Torres.
Seha Denizeth Keo.
Jasmine Elizabeth Seguenza.
Ismael Guerrero.
Gabriel Colasanti.
Malachi Alexander Granflor.
Jenna Daniels. Kailani Nicole Perez.
Melissa Vera.
Edwin Perez. Yara Nasir Masad. Catherine Mulatto Cortez. Dominic Mejorado.
Anthony San.
Joel Yahir Martinez. Veronica Acosta. Karen Yvette Bautista Hernandez. Martha Angela Medina. Dylan Ray Barakman. Tanya Magana. Cristina Guadalupe Nieves. Lisbeth Camarena. Yuzbizareth Monroy. Isaac Quiroz. Devin Shea Fontanez.
Jocelyn Layton Vasquez.
Brandon W. Enum.
Allie Marie Kroll. Taylor Ann Lannon.
Ella Mary Campbell.
Ana Alyssa Juarez Flores.
Alisa Carmen Cortez. Daniela Alexandra Michelle. Deirdre Mallory. Alan Ruiz.
Kenya Damaris Limas.
Victoria Olazaba. Alicia Carolina Fragoso.
Bahar Gafur Manzuri.
Ivy Nguyen Tran.
Mixie Janine de la Cruz. Cassandra Barragan. Jasmine Rani Bush. Talia D. Randall. Claribel Dominguez. Leilani Alexis Ayala.
Catherine Maureen Gonzalez de la Riva.
Katie Saldana. Annalise Santana. Leslie Diana Tarula.
Cynthia Marquez. Kelly Larissa Pena. Samantha Anorve. Javier E. Carrillo.
Giselle Cristina Hernandez.
Melissa Denise Smith. Sarai Michelle Torres.
Hebel Mateo Rodriguez. Michelle Agundes. Mina Fazli. Tatsuki S. Phillips.
Sarah Salha.
Janelle Lanan Pham. Joshua Kang Navarro Vu.
Timothy Ju Lim.
Alan Castellanos. Ariona Monet Cazares.
Andrew Sanchez. Natalie Villa.
Kayla L. Kosek.
Sebastian Isaac Ramos.
Janelli Marisol Gonzalez.
Yuritsa Sofia Ramirez. Alyssa Brooke Redins.
Amber Dal Im Yi.
Trinity Desiree Barnett. Ryan Anthony Rivatuso. Priscilla Aguilar.
Gabrielle Karastan Kaufman. Sage Lucille Horton.
Ayan Ali. Barbara Elise Fry. Bernard Kevin Rodriguez. Elisa Davis.
Juanelli Valderrama. Marcus Anthony Williams.
Jose Alberto Gonzalez.
Jaden Cheyenne Herrera.
Natalie Mata. Isela Guadalupe Pina. Karimi Ochoa. Leslie Ontiveros. Yoselin Haiti Quintanilla Menendez. Ashley Jetsali Modica.
Tori Noel Stark.
Gwyneth Maya Lara.
Javier Rolando Quijada.
Crystal Rosary Medina Martinez.
Christiana Wills.
Juan Gutierrez. Zachary Francisco Henderson Morel.
Kyle Hiromichi Noda.
John Bonilla. Heidi Cardenas Lopez.
Erica Mendoza Diaz. Crystal Elise Rodriguez.
Kate Diane Carolina Dean.
Jose Ignacio Rodriguez Ochoa.
Brisa Diaz.
Kaito Toba.
Juan Jair Ortiz Garcia.
Jocelyn Renee Doan. Madeline Bolton. Ariel Falcon.
Kimberly Vera.
Jaylene Macias.
Valeria Jimenez. Cassandra Gomez.
Alicia Romo.
Lauren Rochelle Washington.
Emily Yvonne Martinez.
Claire Ina Green.
Kamira Alicia Carter.
Amika Maureen McGregor.
Heaven Chidera Agu. Bria Faye Balthazar.
Cheyenne Angela McKinney. Bridget Mazariegos.
Marta Yulisa Carrillo. Amanda Therese Almeida.
Luke William Hart.
Jaden Michael Miller.
Danielle Jose Viramontes.
Aaliyah Faye Hindi.
Karen Delgado Pineda.
Canela Malin Gutierrez.
Joseph Alexander Mendoza.
Francisco Leonardo Serrano.
Maria Partida.
Alicia Sinha. Helena Andrea Samuyo.
Monica Grace Rubio.
Vanessa Velasquez.
Melanie Cherry Fowler Estes. Josh Anthony Cortez.
Leo Hekma.
Riley Madison Fraser.
Miriam Jeanette Godoy.
Jennifer Marshall.
Eileen Iris Perez.
Isabel Tavares.
Maya Escalante. Samantha Cardenas.
Neely Luciano.
Brianna Sandoval.
Jocelyn Morales.
Keilani Elena Lovato.
Sylvia Vanessa Sanchez Quesada.
Gilbert Cabrera. Vasilia Clayton. Melissa Isabel Calderon.
Jennifer Huerta Sanchez.
Sacri Iromi Santos.
Leila Mariana Monteon.
Naya Malia Gutierrez.
Ashley Nicole Chanman.
Cesar Ortiz Zarate.
Milena Terpogosian. Melina Maria Carey Spanier.
Maria Guadalupe Chavez. Carlos Cota.
Irene Isabella Mendoza.
Jazelyn Cervantes.
Mary Jane Moreno. Amanda Yadira Monzon.
Manuth Niamal Silva.
Ashley Luna Rodriguez.
Liliana Cabral.
Eric Rodriguez.
Sienna Alicia Gonzalez.
Emily Denise Moreno. Elizabeth Acevedo Olag.
Precious Natalie Vergara.
Crystal Corina Morales. Hannah Leilani Medina.
Crystal Allende.
Jennifer Zitlali Lara Lopez. Melanie H. Yamas.
Amy Melissa Enciso.
Brianna Vega. Luis Natanael Sanchez.
Giselle E. Merlos.
Karen Areli Ayala.
Brinan Tatsuo Muramoto.
Paul Vu.
Camila Coronel.
Jasmine Spain.
Jennifer Lopez.
Connie Destiny Ramirez. Amy Montes. Ruby Amber Moreno Delgado. Alisa Roan.
Jacqueline Sanchez.
Marwa A. Ibrahim.
Emily Pita Bautista. Bonnie Crystal Parada.
Nanette Gonzalez.
Alyssa Marie Poynton.
Chesty Loong.
Amy Melissa Vega Enriquez.
Leslie Angelica Rangel.
Sadrach Alexi Lyman.
Joanne Valerie Escareno.
Johanna Gonzalez Villagomez.
Juana N. Patino. Lauren Moody.
Daniela Victoria Kodama.
Isabella Rose Valdez. Zeta Kehana Vallejo.
Radisson Banks.
Armando Oseguera. Marissa Jolie Marmolejo. Vanessa Rodarte. Claire Margaret Mahon.
Philip Avalos. Griffin Baker. Jazelyn Favela. Danielle Alloway.
Stephanie Daniela Rivera.
Shanice Unique Arrington. Victoria Alexis Cardona. Deanna Sarai Adan. Elizabeth Adeli Aban. Haley Nicole Collins. Barack Aaron Askin. Camille Margaret Visser Syria Cruz. Isabel Bianca Angulo. Julia Goulart de Campos. Danya Khalid Ali, Allison Elaine Quadros,
Alyssa Vondry Jones.
Elisa Carmen Alanis, Mia Ferrero, Sherlyn Arleth Castillo Rivas, Natalie Marie Flores, Iris Alvarado, Amina Fatima Brown, Andrew Michael de la Riva, Matthew Enrique Crisostomo,
Indy Clark.
Diane Halandra Avalos, Kelsey Marie Cole, Madeline Barajas, Aneve Lynette Cabrera, Alyssa Michaela Auk, Elijah Armour, Emily Eugenia Flores, Anaí Castaneda, Leah Elizabeth Contreras, Kayla Buccio, Zayuri Yoret Barrios, Liliana Covarrubias, Brianna Veronica Bermudez, Jasmine Lily Argueta, Carissa Adame, Jamie Casmano, Kenneth James Carmichael, Austin J. Alvarez, Brittany A. Arroyo, Noelle Marie Barganier, Tyler Locke Bowie, Jasmine Isabella Cotto, Priscilla Ariola Martinez, Warren Raymond Chavez, Casey Bewley, Isabella Day Kerpel, Abriana Cuevas, Winchell Fernando, Aaron Lee Caldwell, Jalea Lawrence Tan Quizan, Samantha Ajanel, Janelle Brianne Del Castillo, Zoe Riley Alonzo, Emily Leslie Carlos Asensio,
Cameron Jake Garcia.
Joseph Nino Guevara de Castro, Chandler Morgan Berengian,
Gabriel O. Niz. Lauren Lyric Nicole Nubla.
Jason Chinchilla Lopez,
Jaden Viana Laprades Medina.
Altialani Pangastike Boyum Cruz, Alexis Jasmine Fernandez, Gabrielle Barriga, Alyssa Faye Bacalod, Teresa Elvira Falcon, Haley Marie Davis, Madeline Sierra Delgado, Sierra Summer Bata, Jana Teresa Fiore, Shayna Nicole A. Esposo, Kirsten Joy Malagaso Bourbon, Fatima Aguilera, Omar Arellano Gonzalez,
Natalie Alexis Ochoa.
Gabriela del Toro, Natalie Elizabeth Alcala, Evelyn Aiden, Ozara Macaraeg de Jesus, Soraya Sofia Ashuri, Megan Castillo, Natalie Soleil Estrada, Ava Maria Flores, Kai Cleveland, Manuel Franco, Dorian Nicole Davenport, Maylene Southavale Allegre, Sienna Blaze Anderson,
Macy Pinedo, Julia Aiko Naya, Sydney Naya,
Ava Magpusao Fernandez,
Brendan Capitulo,
Florence Gail Diaz Baltazar,
Tomas Enrique Munoz,
Morgan V. Evans,
Juliana Maron Godinez,
Alexis Camille Freeman, Kayla Cruz, Maria Erlinda Bernal, Aiden Gregory Desjardins, Aiden Jacob Olegario Florido, Leah Cassandra Abalera,
Hillary Joy Madela Lacanilao,
The Uyen Hu Win, Vanessa Anaí Ortiz,
Ariana Isabel Feliciano, Peyton Jane Blankenship, Lainey Marissa Aviles, Sophia Bonilla, Joanne May Marpuri Azur, Jasmine Zabala Austria, Ariana Irene Belmontes, Oksana Fishman, Yashna Dhingra, Layla Adele, Kyla Bryant, Ann Lynn Chow, Holly Din, Kate Frolova, Olivia Marie Aska, Juliana Andrea Diaz, Madison Downing, Daniela Alaman, Aaron Fry Jones, Ashley Ariana De Leon,
Amia Jaylene Gray,
Turgel Amartuvshin, Guadalupe Benitez,
Angelina John Shahata,
Valerie Nicole Beltran, Amaya Marie Zul, Rosa Elena Amaya Padilla, Jasmine Franco, Skylar Bo Allen, Lou Jane Almari, Brian Alexander Balderas, Benjamin An Bui, Nathan Conchas, Hannah Marie Butler, Kayla Blunt, Katie Doe,
Grace Gikenga, Dave R. Hernandez,
Samaya Bryant Taylor,
Elisa Hassaj,
Malia India Casson, Savannah K. Ford, Sarah Ashley Campbell,
Eliza Ana Portillo Garcia,
Nelsie Nayeli Amaya, Nayeli Barahona, Yasmin Talia Adriana Cooper, Alexis Aaliyah Diaz, Melissa Bautista, Eileen Brianna Bautista,
Nicole Pinzon,
Kennedy Adele Donovan,
Salma Taha,
Kate Hannah Fujimoto. Angie Azar. Marilyn Monique Angel. Samantha Selena Calderon. Allison E. Felix. Lorelei Bliss Burke. Edgardo Chacon. Jachimike Chimela Dennis. Abigail Anahi Arias. Enya Cheng. Brian Chidera Echesirim. Nicole Farmer. Marie Elizabeth de la Torre. Andrew Arroyo. Melody Nicole Castaneda Flores. Malia Destiny Brown. Brittany D. Alanis Benitez.
Lena Moa. Andrea Mendoza Barajas.
Sahay Veronica Garcia Rivas.
Sophie Villegas Castro.
Christina Hong Win.
Nicholas Hoa. Dulce Michelle Gallardo. Nazemi Farima Laura.
Amy Limon.
Micah Michelle Owen. Leo Angelo Ordonez. Brianna Nicole Perez.
Destiny Aaliyah Spencer. Jonathan Martin Trogman.
Hamilton Wynn. Angie Michelle Perez. Dayanara Luna Ramirez.
Jeffrey Hawk. Elissa Lopez.
Jose Mejia. Corey Moronic.
Kaylee Villalobos.
Brian Andrew Lawhead.
Kylie Renee Payan Garcia. Daniela Rodriguez.
Victoria Lauren Green.
Destiny Christine Mendizabal. Noemi Molina.
Ariana Suriano.
Benjamin Schwan Wynn.
Jordan Gohara.
Melissa Megia Rodriguez. Abigail Reese Poncia.
Jaylene Kate Gonzalez.
Eileen Robert.
Haley Shimmer.
Diana Moreno. Emily Lynn Muller. Destiny Donnell Nix. Wendy Munoz.
Jason Vasquez.
Santiago Javier Galvez.
Alton Nut Tran.
Isaac H. Hun.
Camila Montserrat Pina.
Jimena Gill. Emily Rose Garvey. Kelsey Teresa Lack.
Emily Itzel Montoya. Anne-Marie May Jo Olson.
Jocelyn Lara.
Ruby Campoy Perez.
Yusili Sedano.
Anna Yvonne Gonzalez.
Alison Daniela Morales Alvarado.
Ruby Valdivia.
Trinity Ray Pinkney. Michelle Orozco Becerra. Lena Tang Win.
Ali Marie Spry. Alondra Trujillo.
Bailey Liana Kilgore.
Kevin Gael Villagomez Valencia. Han Pham Trong Le.
Mayra Madrigal Morales. Maya Cristina Pineda.
Selena Celeste Vasquez.
Simon Wynn.
Sydney Christine Higa. Summer Dawn Garrett.
Lori Erica Mejia.
Sarah Elizabeth Vasquez. Jocelyn Surna Pena.
Joshua Miguel Felix.
Matthew Luke Sokolowski.
Daisy Deborah Elizabeth Rubin.
Dean Preston Knoell. Kinsey Lynn Gardner. Jordan Hill.
Lily Ashley Asgari.
Howard We Fam.
Athena Marie Grant.
Marina Marzina.
Kiana Larissa Trujillo.
Daphne Alice Para Delgado.
Joshua Alexander Salmaron.
Jerica Kealoha Pastor Gann. Christopher Michael Jackson.
Giovanni L. Thornton.
Joshua Devin Rivera.
Easter Huang.
Miranda Mariah Morales.
Isabel Andrea Terran. Amanda Yonko. Alexandra Rout Wilcoxon.
Christopher Perez.
Alondra del Rosario Juarez. Diana Sofia Horbal.
Sophia Sandoval.
Ariana Amaris Garcia. Diana Isabel Lopez.
Anye Calhoun.
Erin Ruth McLean. Jasmine Angelina Parsons.
Alexa Hope Tinder.
Ileana Celeste Guerena.
Morgan Taylor Smith Williams.
Victoria Arzate Martinez. Selena Priwalakrans. Andrew James Rees.
Joshua Anthony Venegas. Carissa E. Lin Zhou.
Dana Holman. Alyssa Jimenez Miller.
Amanda Keiko Yi. Zoe Jing Lam Sabado.
Ava C. Fierro.
Aidan Tomey Kennebeck. Calvin James Gregg.
Yvonne Sesma.
Shauna Ray Lightholder.
Alani Lynn Summers.
Jonas Alexander Martinez. Sarah Michelle Milan. Pilar Isabel Rodriguez. Callie Orellana. Catherine Orellana.
Adrian David Garcia. Kenyelle Lumby.
Elise Olivia Ramirez.
Madison Rain Seeley.
Ashley Lynn Richards. Alexis Patricia Ochoa.
Jasmine Simone Washington.
Delilah Isabel Ochoa.
Yang April Tao.
John Howard Reynard.
Summer Luciel Banuelos.
Indiana Ryan Woodward.
Sarah Jessica Pards.
Diana Tran.
Yaneli Marie Jayan.
Beckett Davis Tatsukawa.
Alyssa Raquel Rivas. Elizabeth Rodriguez Castro.
Bonnie Koo. Chizuru Kawabe.
Sophia Izumi Nelson.
Isra Shub.
Mateo Giuseppe Buscaino.
Juana Evelyn Salazar. Yesenia Marisol Tahuite.
Abigail Miranda Andon.
Natalie Lopez.
Beatrice Eliana Marmol.
Kate Tran. Jacqueline Trong.
Emily Elizabeth Osorio.
Caitlin Miles Herrera Lutero. Sierra Gaules.
Maida A. Villa. Geraldine Sandoval Fernandez.
Mariah Renee Ramirez. Lina Inez Polos.
Emily Vara.
Kendra Olvera.
Delaney G.
Shay Olivia Thompson.
Abigail Ramos.
Jack Rossiter Toller.
Nicholas Zander Gutierrez. Kelton K. Garber. Hannah R. Cram Kern. Giselle Rosamina Rahor.
Liam David Nyberg.
Odelia Angulo.
Jacqueline Lopez.
Valerie Uin Trong.
Diana Isabel Naranjo.
Natalie Uloa. Grace Marie Woofter.
Faith Ellen Isley.
Isaiah Stanciel.
Giselle Rodriguez.
Dylan Eldiberto Gonzalez Rodas.
Romina Esmeralda Calderon.
Ashley Garcia.
Sylphie Raymond Zach.
Lema Koram.
Amanda Marie Perez. Mariana Ramirez Lemus. Matthew Minoru Morimoto.
Michelle Valdez. Linda Valdez.
Brianna Nicole Hatton. Leslie Chantal Lamas.
Desiree Martinez.
Samantha Hernandez.
Victoria Michelle Ibarra.
Tyler Winrocha.
Carson Mackay Lamb.
Elvie Osorio.
Blake Tristan Rodriguez.
Haley Marielena Venegas.
Josie V. Wynn.
Andrea Kyle Dionisio Alcantara.
Amelia Margaret D. Howe.
Isabella Lee Rodriguez.
Ryan Christian Vargas.
Jordan Madison Geralds Chatman. Gabriela Lopez.
Nicole Alexandra Romero Rosales. Kristen Ramsey. Haley Limu McQuay. Alana Marie Rodriguez.
Tanya Garcia.
Jackie Araceli Sohom.
Miyu Mimura.
Salvador Torres.
Annette Belinda Ibarra. Ashley Ho.
Lindsay Von Wan Tran.
Katrina Ma.
Nancy Hernandez.
Jasmine E. Torres.
Gabriela Hernandez. Reina Alicia Limon.
Sochi Valencia.
Sam B. Rogers.
Becky Trin.
Celine Mia Robertson. Miguel Angel Nicanor.
Jaden Danae Gilmore. Ricky Ray Holland Jr.
Lauren Joyce Navarro. Hee Sung Nam. Danielle Lon Nedwick.
Emma Louise Jacobson.
Tracy Thui Vo.
Nayeli Morales.
Ryan James Lumpkin.
Angie Ariadna Torres. Andre Dusaban Salviejo. Eric James Van Allen.
Zaylee Michelle Lopez.
Francesca Jean Mascoli.
Alondra Villa Martinez.
Samantha B. Galvez.
Ana E. Perales.
Belinda Charia Suas.
Ashley Jasmine Meza.
Bernice Guzman. Kayla Jasmine Jones.
Kendall May Miller. Austin Wynn.
Lizette Garcia.
Jonathan Pontrelli. Perla Janet Ristra.
Amanda Alice Kane. Ayane Kawanishi. Janice Jungyun Lee.
Marisa Shioko Shozi.
Emily Molina.
Malia Gemantera. Brooklyn Cheyenne Grimes. Michaela Elizabeth Harris.
Joanna Alexis Moreno.
Daniela Nicole Soria. Jessica Taylor Sage.
Miriam Merida.
Susanna Darlene Smith.
Cassandra Charisma Guillen. Natalia James.
Soleil Ruiz.
Sydney L. Hornsby.
Giselle Carl Catatal Ocampo.
Jamie Engalia. Adrian Lopez. Jessica Gonzalez.
Glenson Francis Turner.
Jasmine Ann Granato.
Guadalupe Perez.
Victoria Tapia.
Leonelli Angelina Juarez. Chloe Elise Carazan. Marisol Jimenez Medina. Ariana Celieros Gallardo.
Fatima Valencia. Crystal Elise Torres.
Xenia Luz Maldonado.
Trevor Lee Werner.
Nana Goto. Caitlin Jill Ginoza. Abigail Lucini Juarez. Yasmin Hernandez.
Cynthia Cristina Velasquez. Ian Twee Thomas.
Aries Sampert Sicat Ordonez.
Caitlin Rayanne Simmons.
Kevin Anthony Flanders.
Mia Elizabeth Gladney. Benjamin Krockman.
Grace Park.
Kalea Danielle Berlenbach.
Isabella Olivar Gutierrez.
Sam Wendelberger. Ashley Naomi Serrano.
Katie Ing. Michelle Minthy Wynn.
Jimena Carolina Garcia.
Jorge Sebastian Rosales.
Amanda Marlene Appel.
Jacqueline Salcedo.
Jamilet Guadalupe Gutierrez.
Janice Shin.
Ira Lednock Lara.
Stacy Neve Valentine.
Ezequiel Lopez.
Lauren Alexandra Fernandez.
Alexandra Natalie Shaper. Jeffrey Tran.
Victor Fan. Alexandria Le Panlilio Medina. Esperanza Martinez.
Cindy Fung Luke.
Lena Shives Meehan. Richie Xavier Marroquin.
Zion Dragon Worley.
Nathan Christopher Ramirez. Donovan Ochoa.
Jasmine Loza. Evelyn Gomez Galindo.
Ruby Nicole Milburn.
Kaylee Zavala Trujillo.
Zoe Elise Renner. Serena Miller.
Jack Van Eno. Olivia R. Vasquez.
Jamila Osborne.
Cole Hayden Schmidt.
Marcos Jimenez. Parsa Arya Jahangirizadeh. Matthew Daniel Gomez.
Catherine Rose Tran.
Julian James La Rosa. Vasiliki Sotirio Lulias.
Maya Anicia Castro.
Rachel Madison Thomas. Madison Taylor Sanford.
Ainsley Hannah Michael. Samia Mubarak. Lily Isabella Mustafa.
Catherine One Hun.
Leah Marsh. Kate Marsh. Sophia Mokadam.
Jessica Nicole Franco.
Marisol Novo. Ana Montano. Camila Isabel Morales Guevara.
Samantha Lopez.
Ashley D. Vasquez. Ashley Marie Vasquez.
Trinity Alexi Granados.
Claire Silva.
Alexis Jones.
Zay Rayon Rogers.
Ebony Thornton.
Rebecca Eunice Lievano.
Viviana Navarro. Denise Osiris Rosales.
Annie Wong.
Morgan Martinez.
Gigi Hassan Saeed.
Natalia Isabella Franco.
Adriana Gonzalez Azucar.
Catherine Sanchez. Alicia Salinas. Mary Zavertnik.
Stephanie Rodriguez Rosales.
Rosa Emelina Alvarado.
Priscilla Alejandra Melgar.
Madeline Noel Hacto.
Gabriela Contreras.
Yana Margaret Konanen Tatayon.
Patrina K. Gilardi.
Rayana Camille de San Villegas.
Karen Chen.
Caio Kudo.
Adolfo Ramos.
Zaira Garcia.
Areli Uribe.
Amanda Hernandez Castro. Martha Elaine Garcia.
Alyssa Elizabeth Miller. Marilyn Lynn Fan. Tina Schrochrin.
Sophia Nicole Wesson.
Kaylin Ashley Lunsford.
Stephanie Monique McAnally. Akram Ahmed Rabie. Brianna Maldonado.
Alexandra Hannah Holm. Jacqueline Jaquez.
Johnny Nicole Margain. Brittany Middleton.
Addie A. Jimenez.
Bianca Reynoso. Shulitza Ruby Martinez.
Yashelin Hernandez.
Samantha Barella. Lauren Alexis Thompson.
Lily Giselle Pimentel.
Chris Kim. Clay Fox Garcia.
Kirsten K. Collin.
Nandana Jayashankar. Alyssa Rochelle Hartman.
Megan Brianna Tisai.
Maria Celeste Romero Hernandez.
Karen Trong Tran. Chantel Tran. Karen Rosa Isela Valencia.
Kevin Medina.
Connor Allen Green.
Michaeli Mi Un Dang.
Felicia Wynn. Natalie Maitorena.
Giselle Laviaga. Ziying Liang. Lotus Lee.
Genesis Peñajara.
Kaylee Elizabeth Hammond.
Emma N. Araujo.
Anelli Rocha.
Alondra Michelle Valdivia.
Jesus Lopez.
Brian D. Wynn.
Amy Natalia Basquez.
Brian Dylan Marion.
Daphne Jordan Griffith.
Joanna Michelle Rodriguez Lopez.
Madeline Evelyn Harris. Ava Raquel Jansen. Melani Kitana Agbuya Garrido.
Ariana Marie Mendoza.
Michelle Guadalupe Jimenez Moreno.
Maya Isabella Mello.
Moira Hartstein.
Caitlin K.L. Fan. Vivian Hien V. Fan.
Crystal Ann Weller.
Mary Grace Isabella Rovira. Denise Montoya.
Haley Alexis Lucio.
Marisol Natalie Camacho.
Trinity Citlali Rodriguez.
Casey Nicole Luna.
Caitlin Shea Wildes.
Kaylee Therese Imormino.
Fabiola Ortega.
Grecia Zavala.
Maria Martha Avila Mora.
Haley Noyes. Adamaris Ramos.
Paola Dianira Humia. Maroshka Hana.
Alessandra Ramirez. Nathan Daniel Reimer. Prescott Wilshire Neiswender. Ronell Deshawn Malone II. Lauren Quessenberry.
Sinfo Guadalupe Castillo.
Yuki J. Watanabe.
Teruaki Osawa. Jackson Ian McCants. Nancy Francis Perez. Ashton Thomas Noyes.
Ana Cecilia Vasquez. Nancy Araceli Torres Olmos. Tristan Mallory Solly.
Shauna Lynn Biache Foreman. Lashaya Duncan.
Kristen Elizabeth Larimore. Samantha Caitlin Garces.
Jakira Mayunique Amla Hart McMorris.
Giovanna Alexis Corrine Sandoval.
April Angela Montoya.
Chantel Dawn Apodaco.
Yasmin T. Sobhanpana.
Karina Monica Maroquin.
Pei Hao Wang Shu.
Anthony Adam Hayes.
Andres Martinez.
Alicia Anahi Garcia.
Arlene Ruiz.
Brenda Villarreal.
Hadia Noor.
McKenna E. Kane.
Katarina Marie Stanoyevich. Brittany Sandoval Campos.
Magdalena Xcaret Lopez Marquez.
Fernanda Maite Padilla Guzman. Autumn Brooke Nustis.
Shasiana Rayanita Carr.
Sumaya Sabir. Cody Schusler.
Olivia Ocean Mariano.
Marilyn Brianna Lopez.
Jocelyn Ruth Sanchez.
Caitlin Nicole McCown.
Emmeline Garcia.
Gabriela Alejandra Santiago.
Talk to a bunch of bats. Well done, everybody. I saw an awful lot of proud and happy faces out there. Before we close, we must acknowledge some who made today's ceremony possible. Sign language interpretation of today's ceremony is provided by Katie Kalin. Thank you, Katie. I would like to thank the Bob Cole Conservatory Brass Ensemble, led by the coolest director, Rob Freer.